I think whatever we were talking about before, like I think it comes to the point where it's like being an international student, you have fees to pay, loans to pay, and most people come here hoping that they would earn money than grow themselves or explore out there. And when it comes to the question, I think money versus growth. What do you want? Do you want money or do you want growth? And I think it's very confusing, in times because you need both. It
Yeah,
also depends on whom you are asking, actually, man. I mean, for someone who is having hard time to have the night's meal, the money is the greatest thing for that person. But
yeah,
for someone else, it could just be growth. For me, I just earn enough. I don't spend much. I don't earn much, and I focus more of my time into growing myself and exploring things and doing things that I love. What's your take
exactly.
on that? Money versus growth?
I think I would go with the growth because growth will eventually get you the money.
Exactly,
So
right?
if you're exactly, and that's trust me, that's what's happening with me right now. Like if I was always running after the odd jobs or some jobs which I really don't want to do for the rest of
Mm,
my life, and they're not adding something to my life, I would say, or my experience, and then I'm just adding a lot, earning a lot of money, then after some time I would be frustrated
mm,
and I would just break down. Like it won't work out for me for the whole
mm,
life. Like I have seen people here who work really hard and they earn a lot of money, but
mm.
trust me, they are not satisfied, or they're not enjoying their life. There is no balance. Like
Exactly.
all the time they are tense, they are working, they work really hard. But I think the key here is to work smart as well. So
Exactly.
you definitely need to work hard.
Mm,
I'm not saying that you don't need to work hard. You definitely need to work hard, but you need to be smart. You need to be you need to do that hard work smartly. Like you can't just keep doing one same thing, which is which anybody can do, or which is like which is not adding any value to your portfolio, or which is not
mm,
adding value to your life. Or if you are not liking it, just stop doing it. Just you know start looking for the opportunities which you can actually which you look forward to, which
mm,
you want to be in future. Like if let's say even if you want to do some business or something, still you need to be with those people. You need to learn those things about the business and everything before you dive into something, or before you start working on something. Otherwise, like here, as we are focusing on international students, so I think
mm.
international students, they just come here, they start working in something, and then they just keep doing that. Like
Exactly.
some of my friends, they somebody just referred them to some field, and then
Mm,
now it's been years that they are still stuck in that same field. Like one of my friends, he's working in a restaurant.
mm,
He never thought of working in a restaurant. He never wanted to work in a restaurant, but right now he has just settled himself in a restaurant.
mm. Yeah.
So I think that's something where the problem comes, and people just uh, get into that money thing. They say, okay, I'm just earning this much money and that's it.
Mm.
But trust me, if you are into some career, or if you are working hard for something where you actually want to grow, life will be a lot better. Like
You like your
if
daily
you
life, you know.
exactly everything, like then everything you will enjoy doing. Like if you want to, for example, I'm an IT person. Like I work in IT field, and
Mm,
I wanted to work in IT field, and here I like since I have started working in that IT field, my job is I love going to office. Like
mm,
I love doing my work. Like it's not something that I just get up and I was like, oh my god, now I have to do this. I don't have to go through that part.
mm,
And the other thing is, thank god that I'm growing every day. Like
mm,
I'm learning new skills. I'm developing better portfolio. I'm working on new projects. I'm working with new teams, new people, meeting new people who have the same interest, and that's adding a lot of experiences for me. Like
mm.
I'm talking, I'm getting a chance to meet some people who have the same interest. And that's a very good thing
Empowering,
about
actually.
life. Yeah. And that's something I think international students especially, they need to think about,
Mm,
that rather than rather than getting stuck into something that you don't want to do for the rest of your life, or you don't
mm,
want to grow into, don't just rush for money. Maybe you might be earning $1 less or $2 less per hour,
mm,
but trust me, if your focus is on your career, or if your focus is on something that you actually want to do in your life, then
mm.
that's a way better approach.
If you like this video, hit subscribe. You can listen to the full podcast in YouTube, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify.